Hey there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the best way to earn money I legitimately think ever in Grand Theft Auto Online. This is better than double money with the Dr. Dre VIP contract. This is better than the Panther statue at the Cayo Perico heist. It is double money on the Oscar Guzman Flies Again Titan Job finale. That is absolutely insane. The normal payout for the Titan job is $750,000 if you do not grab any secondary targets. So, completing it this week, you are going to earn, at minimum, $1,500,000. But you have to remember that you can make even more money than that if you grab the secondary targets, and those are all going to pay you double money. Now, do I think it's worth it to grab the secondary targets? No. I would still recommend the fastest way to do this is just immediately go all the way to the end, skip all secondary targets, even the machine gun. You can see I only have one machine gun mounted to the ball turret here instead of two. It only saves you like 30 seconds of shooting with the other machine gun mounted on, and it takes you longer than 30 seconds to go grab the crate, bring it back, then go back and grab another crate and bring it back. So it's just way faster to skip all of the secondary options and make your way straight through to the end. Now, before we talk about the Titan job, I'm actually doing this live, but before we talk about the Titan job, or while we're doing this mission, I thought I'd also talk about the missions getting up to this and how to easily do some of the trickier parts, which might save you a lot of time. When you're on the first mission with the motorcycle, all you're going to do is drive up a little hill, and if you actually have a heavy sniper or an explosive sniper, you can destroy the post for the transmission tower all the way at the bottom of the road. And what that means is that you don't actually have to climb up the mountain at all to destroy the transmission tower, saving you literally minutes of time. Not only that, but you can also just shoot the plane immediately after that because you don't have to go down the mountain. So the first mission is actually really easy to do and should not require all too much effort to be entirely real. When it comes to the second mission, grab the plane. It's going to be faster than any car you have, and usually I just recommend a parachute out of the plane once you actually make it over the area and immediately land into the Black Mogul. Taking off, just eat a couple snacks. You don't need to kill a single enemy. Once again, saving you time and a lot of effort. When it comes to the third mission, this is the biggest trick that I can give you, and that is literally drown yourself. I do not use rebreathers. I do not use scuba equipment when it comes to the third mission. What I do is I take the Ski-Doo, I bring it right out to the location, I grab the 4 crates, and you might say, well, if you're not using any scuba equipment or rebreathers, aren't you dying? Well, the game automatically, whenever you're starting a mission, gives you full snacks. So what you do is you just use those snacks. You can just use them through the weapon scroll wheel. Eat snacks while you're taking a little bit of damage. It's very easy to maintain your health. Grab the 4 crates, and then the moment you've grabbed the 4th crate, as you can see, I'm just going to let my character drown. And then once I die, it's going to respawn me right at the surface, all the way with my vehicle and the 4 crates immediately next to me. You can see how this is kind of overpowered, and it definitely saves time. I've actually stopwatched it out, and it saves you about 40 seconds of time to do the method I've done here, and you don't have to fight a single guard on your way out, so it really is incredibly easy. There's no downside to doing it. That would be my recommendation for the third mission. Apart from that, honestly, the other 2 missions are pretty easy. You're just gonna not really have to worry about those ones. When it comes to the Iron Mule one, as I said, just grab the single crate, bring it back to the truck, and then you're done. That's really about it. So the setups for the entire playthrough are very simple. Obviously, the hardest and longest mission of them all is the actual one I'm doing right now, which is, you know, destroying the Titan 250D, then you got to repair the engine, and then you got to take it off and destroy some of the Eberhard assets, being the MOCs, and the train and the Kosatka. But in general, it's pretty easy to do that, and we can see here, I'm already making quick work of, well, actually, I guess you can't see, because you can't see the health that the Titan 250D has, but it's already pretty easily done. By the way, some basic advice which you might not have known, you do not need to stop any of the enemies that are trying to attack you while you're destroying the Titan. I have not gone out of my way to blow up a single plane. I've not gone out of my way to stop a single Kosatka missile from shooting at my my Mogul. I've literally ignored every single enemy, and all I'm doing is shooting the Titan 250D. Your plane will not take enough damage as long as you keep shooting the Titan to destroy the plane. And it's kind of overpowered when you think of it like that. You really don't have to worry about anything, but it's why you can complete this so incredibly easily. So we're at about 90% damage now on the Titan. It's about to break, and you can see it really did not get very far. There you go. Mission over. Basic stuff. So now that we have taken out the Titan, we need to repair the engine, and also you're going to see there's 2 helicopters on my minimap, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to make our way towards those helicopters. You can actually see one there. I don't know if you can see that little black speck, but there are going to be helicopters which are down there. And while you're in the gunner position, you can actually destroy both of these helicopters. Very easy, which is some basic advice that I would definitely recommend to do. So you can see the one helicopter here. I don't know exactly how far this gun shoots, but once you get in range, if you just shoot at the helicopter for a teeny bit, you're going to see that it does just blow up. There you go. There goes the one helicopter. Then we got the other right here, and let's see. Yep, there you go. Super easy. Then we're going to immediately jump out of the Titan 250D and bring it down to the ground. Obviously, you got to be a little careful here. This actually is a bit of a tricky mission. I usually like to start all the way off to the side here, because usually no enemies are off in this distance, and then it's pretty easy to make your way through like I'm doing right now. Kill all the people there around you. I would definitely recommend to make sure you have heavy armor with you. It's very easy to use the armor and not really take any damage. So usually what I do is I clear all of the enemies that are on this side, and then, you know, the guys that are on the other flank of the map don't really matter. So anything that's behind the Titan isn't really going to be a problem for you. So just kill the enemies that are over here, and you should be fine. Let's take this guy out. As we can see, there's nothing really on me, so we can start repairing the engine. So here we go. BXBXB, ABXBA, BXBAB, XAYAB, AYABA. Way, yes, way. Oh, I messed that one up. There you go. These should be honestly pretty easy, though, as long as you are pretty knowing on how to use your remote. So there you go. Engine repaired. That took literally like 30 seconds. And as you can see, I didn't have to fight a single enemy. Now, they will start to spawn now. It does not matter really how many you kill at this point, because we have to wait for the ammo to be dropped by our mule. So once the ammo from the mule does get dropped, we are able to continue this mission. But for now, we just have to wait, as you can see. So just clear a lot of the enemies around the map, and you won't have to fight as many of them. When the ammo does get dropped, again, we got plenty of snacks here. We got plenty of armor, so that's not really a problem for me. There is going to be a helicopter that spawns. You can see it in the background there. Unfortunately, you do not have any sniper ammo while doing this mission. So if the helicopter does become a problem, my recommendation is to just blow it up or kill the pilot of the helicopter is usually the easiest way to make your way through this mission. Let's take you out. There you go. We can see the helicopter still making its way over here. So while it's doing that, we've cleared just about every enemy. So we got full snacks. We got full armor on. So we're just going to start spamming the ammo. And if we take too much damage, we'll hop off. We'll eat some snacks. We'll kill whatever it is on us. And then we'll go back. But the enemies are going to slowly start spawning in, and they're going to start walking towards you. So you want to take advantage of the time while they aren't at you yet, to put in the, so you can see there, the Jeep spawned in. So you want to take advantage of the time that the enemies aren't really here, and put in as many amounts of ammo as you can. If you do it just right, you should be able to put all of the ammo in before they really start to damage you enough. We can see here, I've almost done all of them. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the last shell. Here we go. And done. And then once you've done that, you just have to hop in the Titan, and then you can go right into the interaction menu. You can put on some body armor. As we can see, I've got some super heavy, and you can eat some snacks if you really need to. But at this point, we've done it. That's the whole mission. Now all we have to do is fly into the air. And by the way, what's funny is the Iron Mule will drop a crate on those vehicles that spawn there and kill any of the enemies that are there anyway, which is kind of funny, but it's a little too late to help me at this point. So now that we actually have the Titan 250D, we are simply going to fly this to the 3 different spots. We are going to destroy the MOCs, we're going to destroy the Kosatka, and we are going to destroy the train. I'm going to showcase how to destroy all 3 of these targets in one pass, or ideally one pass. Sometimes the Kosatka can be a little bit annoying, and you might have to do 2 passes, but the train is very easy to do, and obviously the MOCs are incredibly easy as well. Once you have your first or second run through on this little, I like to call it like a heist, but once you've done your first run through and then your second run through on this, you should be able to complete it pretty easy. Like we can see, I did not put much effort in here. So we're going to go into the gunner seat, and then we're going to fly right over these vehicles, blow them up. I'm going to reload the cannon. Make sure that you always reload the cannon. It's either X on your Xbox remote or square on your PlayStation remote, because you never want to, like, go up to the next target and then only have 2 rounds and then have to, you know, reload and do another pass. It's really, really annoying. So at this point, we are going to fly over towards the Eberhard submarine, which is right in front of us. Where is it? Should be up there. It is. Okay. This is actually a surprisingly fast plane, by the way. A lot of people don't realize this, but the Titan 250D is quite a bit faster than not only the normal Titan, but it's like almost double the speed of the Bombushka. It's a shame that it doesn't get the jet-assisted takeoff, but it's still pretty quick. So all we're going to do is we're going to fly pretty close to the sub, and we're going to go pretty low here, just like this. This is, I would assume, close enough, and now we're going to go into the gunner seat. We're going to start shooting at the sub in just a moment. All right, here we go. So just start shooting at the sub immediately. And then, ideally, we can destroy it with one more shot, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to. So I'm going to just turn it around, and we'll be able to destroy the sub one more pass here. As I said, sometimes the sub can be a little bit annoying, but it's not really too much of a big deal, because taking this pass only takes like 10 seconds. So we go back into the gunner seat, and there you go. Reload our cannon, and now we can finally destroy the train. The train is honestly just as easy as the MOC. The only advice that I can give you for the train is do not shoot the conductor cab, which is obviously the thing that makes the train move, until you've destroyed every other thing behind it. Because if you line the plane up properly, as you're going to see me do, you line it up with the way the train's moving, and then you'll be able to destroy every single car and the train in one go. And it's very easy to do that. As I said, the sub's really the only one that you're not going to be able to guarantee destroy every single time unless you have like the perfect approach, which I've done. It's like a 50-50 for me. But let's get over to the train. Try not to crash into a windmill. Oh, wouldn't that be sad if I just immediately blew up to a windmill. But as we can see, I'm at the train now, so I'm just going to chill right here. We're going to activate the gunner seat. We're going to start destroying this. You only need one shot to destroy most of these targets, as we can see. And I'm just going to realign our plane a teeny bit, and then you can see we're already reloaded, and boom, and boom. And then we can just immediately hop off the gunner seat and head over to the airstrip, and that's it. We're done. All right, let's see this payment. Mission passed. And here we go. Look at that. 1.5 million earned. I mean, that's just crazy. 1.5 million for something that took me 50 minutes to do. And then in another 60 minutes with the cooldown, I can start it again and again and again. Anybody that wants to earn tens of millions of dollars this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, you know what to do. That's as simple as it is. You know what to do. If you'd like to see more content like this in the future, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.